Alrighty. This is actually a cold lens sip. I'm sick in like mid-summer. I don't even know. Hello, I'm Mary and I am a 2016 NAYD Young Critic. That was supposed to be the applause, but it's okay. Being a young critic means that I was given the task of seeing a show. And on the 9th of July 2016, I headed down to Kilkenny in the Watergate Theatre to see The Weir. So what is The Weir? It was written in 1997 by Conor McPherson, and it's very highly renowned. It actually won a Laurence Olivier Award in 1997-98 for the best new play. What effect does that have on my review? Well, it kind of sets expectations not only for the audience member but for the Decadent Company that was running the production. It puts a bit of a hefty weight on their shoulders. So why did I pick The Weir? The Weir is really far from my usual tastes. I actually joined the NAYD program by talking about musicals. I was keen to see a show that celebrates storytelling. What is The Weir about? The Weir is actually the name of the pub in which the play is set in County Leitrim. A blow-in, Valerie, is introduced to the place by the affluent Finbar, who introduces it to the barman, Brendan, and the regulars, Jack and Jim. Either an attempt to scare Valerie off or impress her spirals out of hand really quickly. And we soon see with each ghost story what it means to love, what it means to lose, the heavy burden of isolation, and also the importance of community spirit in our lives. Don't be disheartened, it's not a sad play in the least, it's actually really funny. We all know the joke, a man walks into a bar, but The Weir shows us the ancient art of storytelling. These characters share stories of their fears, of their past, of their regret. I'm not going to show you a picture of the stage or use some elaborate fancy language to describe you what the set looks like. Instead, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. Think of a rural pub in the middle of nowhere, lost in time in a little hamlet, where bar taps break down quite regularly and regulars pour themselves drinks and leave turf by the fire. Everybody knows each other, can retell stories going back 20 years growing up together. I'm sure you know it. Growing up in a pub myself, it was really weird to see my house on stage. Thanks to its simplicity of the set, it gave us a chance to zone in what is truly important in The Weir, its dialogue and its characters. So I must give credit for the scenic painter, Ger Sweeney. The only complaint I have is that I wasn't allowed to debate if I wanted a drink or a fag. When it comes to lighting and music, they were very minimal. The lighting was never anything fancy to see. As for music, there was only a simple piano motif played at the start and at the end of the piece. Sound effects were also minimal, but really well used. Throughout the play, especially at the start and at the end, there is a ghost sound, a howling of the wind, if you want to call it. And this repeats after each ghost story. The sound effect of the wind adds an aura of creepiness to the line that Jack says, "Well, one day we'll all be ghosts too." When it comes to the acting, this was something I was really nervous about. I actually saw two of the actors in this production in a previous production, which was actually with the NAYD, The Plough and the Stars, when I played in the Abbey last April. Seeing actors in previous productions actually kind of turns me off. I needn't have worried. The acting was great all around. The aspect of the acting I enjoyed the most was the use of timing and silence. This brought a lot of laughs, but a lot of shock. But in saying that, I actually found the play very hard to get a good feel for at first because of the accents. Sometimes I missed lines of dialogue at the very start, but as the play progressed and my ears became adjusted to how the actors sound, I was in the hand of The Weir. The real gem of this play, however, is the script. It's witty, it's crisp with pub humour, jibes and jokes. I also found the play touched my heart. Words penned by McPherson are enough. The story of Jack wandering the streets of Dublin and a kind bartender offering him a sandwich. Who knew a ham sandwich could make you cry? I didn't. Overall, The Weir starts out with stories of fairy rings, of things that go bump in the night and all the supernatural. Ultimately, The Weir is about the human condition. It reminds us that there is redemption in the community, and I found it really touching when close to the end, and this isn't a spoiler by the way, the characters leave by holding a torch. It reminds us that with the help of others we can always find a light to guide us home. This play is a slow burner and it blossoms as it progresses. This has been Mary, this has been A Cold Lensip, and this has been my review. Bye.